y'all tonight? Let me see. It's not showing me the comments. 1 second. I don't know. We shall try it. There, I seen one. Hey, Bobby Moon. Hi, Lisa. So glad to see you guys on here tonight. There I am, Tracy. Hey, Matt Atkins. Jaden. Hey, Tom Coyle. Yes, we are at 5K. We hit that this morning, and it is all because of you guys that we did that. All the invites, the shares, and just putting our name out there. That's what done it, and it's all because of you guys. So I want to welcome all the new members to the live. We are an hour early, but that's okay. We had to change the time slot for our guest, which is well worth it. As you guys know, we have Bryan Lester from Eheim on here tonight. So I just wanted to say thank you guys. Just a huge welcome for everything that you've done for the page and for Tank Talk and for myself. I greatly appreciate it. And I do want to let you guys know that the birthday bash is about to start. Next Tuesday, you will be surprised. Absolutely, you will be surprised. Now, let's get our special guest on here and let's learn about Eheim. Hey, Adam. See, it says adding. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. It works. Hopefully it will. And there he is. Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. Guys, I want to introduce Bryan to you. Now, Bryan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So I went to school for marine science, and then I ran a local fish aquarium store here in Austin, Texas for 4 years.
Oh.
And then I went on to be a territory manager for Red Sea for 5 years. And now I am the U.S. manager for Eheim.
Awesome. Now, how long have you been with Eheim?
Just since January.
Just since January. Well, you're a newbie with Eheim then. But that's all right. Now, how long has Eheim been around?
Oh, man. So we're probably the most historic company in the industry. The company was started in 1949.
1949.
1949. They kind of essentially invented the modern canister filter and what lets fish keeping be possible. Before then, there was just kind of, the little air pumps and even some, if you go way back in the history of aquarium keeping, those little manually driven air pumps where someone actually have to crank it. So, modern fish keeping didn't really exist until Gunther Eheim came around and invented the canister filter.
Wow, that is amazing. 1949. That has got to be one of the longest standing aquarium companies there is.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing. Now, I just want to say, when you hear the name, the word Eheim, the very first thing that pops into a person's head is heaters. So, but there's a lot more to Eheim than heaters, right?
Yeah, so we definitely just kind of have that reputation, obviously, for having incredibly good quality, and heating an aquarium is a difficult product to make. Because a lot of people make mistakes with it. They can pull it out of the water when it's running, glass can crack. So we kind of developed that reputation for having a good quality heater that will last. I mean, I think I've talked to people, 20, 30-year-old heaters still running in their fish tanks, the old Jaeger heaters.
Yeah.
So that's really what we've developed a reputation for in the United States, but globally we do pretty much everything. Like I said, canister filters, auto feeders, aquariums themselves. We're one of the largest tank manufacturers, globally speaking, as well as, CO2 products and basically everything you could imagine for fresh and saltwater fish keeping.
That's amazing. Now, not everyone knows that Eheim has or makes aquariums, or globally is the biggest producer of aquariums. So how long have they been doing the aquariums themselves? Do you know that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been making them for almost 15 years in Europe. Those are coming to the United States this summer. So if you go to eheim.com and check out the website, you can see all the different models. But yeah, just everything from, your little basic beginner freshwater tank all the way up to our large Inspiria fully custom built, tanks with plywood cabinets and a lot of really cool features, like even little integrated LED accent lights built into the cabinet so you can change the accent color from the exterior. Lots of cool things that have just never come to the United States that I am helping to bring over.
That is amazing. My cat just bailed up here on top of my laptop. Sorry. That is amazing. They can custom make the aquariums also. Now, will that be? I know that's coming a little bit later during the summer and stuff, or maybe towards the fall. So when they get to the United States, is that something that is going to be doable here as far as the custom of the aquariums?
We won't have too many custom, but we'll have everything up to about an 8-foot tank, size-wise, available.
Oh, that is so cool. And when do you expect that?
No firm dates just because of shipping internationally, but hopefully by the end of the summer this year.
That's crazy. I mean, Eheim, it's just, to me, it's just always been associated with heaters. And I guess that's what they're known for in the United States is the heaters. But for the fact that you're going to bring all the stuff from overseas here, so it's all available. So there will be skimmers, correct?
Protein skimmers will probably stay just in Europe for now.
Okay.
The biggest thing we're launching is what we call Eheim Digital. So that is taking kind of those classic products, the canister filters, the heaters, the auto feeders that everyone loves, and modernizing them. So they will all be Wi-Fi connected. And there is no app, there's no software to download. It is strictly browser based. So you scan the QR code, it connects to the device, you assign it to your Wi-Fi network, and that's it. So you can change it from a laptop. You'll never have to download software, never be updates. So you can have some really cool functionality between all the different products. We're bringing our climate control system to the US. So that is
Tell us a little bit about that, please.
yeah, so that's a unique product. That's kind of a heater chiller combination all in one unit. So it's got a digital temperature gauge and you just set it and it'll maintain it regardless of season. If it needs the heat, needs to cool. And paired with our LEDs, you can get some really unique functionality because of the cooling. So let's say you're trying to replicate nature for, let's say, a certain type of fish breeding. You can actually have it where when the lights come down, the climate control will drop the temperature a few degrees. And in the morning when your sun rises, it'll raise the temperature a few degrees. So you can get exact nature simulation for certain types of breeding. And I've already talked to a lot of universities that really want one just for that
awesome.
functionality. Yeah.
And when are those expected?
Those will be this summer as well.
Awesome. Guys, look what all you got to look forward to. Now, someone asking the questions, do you guys make a titanium heater, and what sets your heater apart from the rest?
Yeah, so we don't make a titanium heater. We kind of stick with our tried and true method where it is laboratory grade glass. So that's really resistant to temperature shock, which is the most common reason people break their heaters. As well as a really, really precise digital mechanism on the inside that will maintain that to within 2 degrees Celsius, always.
Wow.
So yeah. Ours are definitely on the larger side for a heater, but that's because of the reliability and the materials built into them.
Gotcha. Now, someone has also asked, what is the footprint or size of the heater/chiller combo?
I don't have the exact dimensions on me, but they're larger. Think closer to like a mini fridge in terms of
I gotcha.
size. It's basically the size
Wow.
of a standard chiller, just with our heating element also integrated.
Wow.
And those come
That's
in
a,
three different sizes too.
oh, it does. Okay, I got you. Now tell us a little bit. Since we all know Eheim for heaters, and we'll get back to some of the other stuff too. But, tell us about the heaters that is Wi-Fi controllable, what sizes they come in, and all that. And those are available right now.
Those will be on the East Coast of the United States in the next, let's say, 3, 4 weeks, and then everywhere else by the end of summer as well. Yeah, so those are and the heater's really simple. You just scan the QR code. There is one little catch to it where it'll say on the very top there's a line where that has to be above the water to maintain that Wi-Fi connectivity. If it falls in below that, it's not a problem. It's IPX6 water resistant. You're not going to have any issues, and it'll just stay on its schedule. But if you want to be able to adjust it remotely, you just need to make sure that little tip top of that line is out of the water for the Wi-Fi antenna. So it'll also send you email alerts if there's a 2, 3 degree temperature problem. If it's too hot or too cold based on what you've set it, it'll alert you. So that's a really good early indicator you might have a problem, especially if you're out of town. It's a little bit of a peace of mind. And you could also obviously adjust the settings as well if you need to lower it or raise it when you're not around.
So you can do that through your phone. If you decide that you want to drop the temperature 3 degrees, you can adjust that on your phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, guys, these are coming out in just a few weeks. It should be available. That is crazy. That is crazy amazing. And what wattage do those come in?
Uh, the smallest one will be 150 watts, and we'll have all the way up to 300 watts
300.
size-wise.
Gotcha. Now, you were approached with a question earlier. Can you make your 300 watt a little bit shorter so it'd fit in the sump? And your response to that was?
Yeah, we can't change them, but you can always, simply go with 250 watts, cut the size in half. You do have that extra plug, of course, but, with heaters, it's not going to be an issue like lighting or something. I mean, it's going to scale appropriately. So 250 watts in your tank are the same difference as a single 300 watt heater.
And in my opinion, I've heard mixed comments about it, but in my opinion, it seems as though 2 heaters is better than one. For in case if one fails, you're not going to freeze them to death, or if one gets stuck in, boil mode, you're not going to cook them. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that also comes from a lot of companies having a bad reputation for their heaters, where they're just always that risky piece of equipment, so people double up on them to avoid any risk. Ours also will turn off at temperature. So if you have one, let's say you're using a Eheim one and one of a different brand, if that one runs away on a different, just keeps getting warmer and warmer, ours will just stay off.
Gotcha. And someone had asked, what kind of warranty do you guys offer with the heaters or even some of your other products?
Yeah, so everything is a 3-year warranty across the board for Eheim. We also guarantee to keep parts for 10 years for anything you buy from us.
Awesome.
And that is at a minimum, I would say. So in Europe, we will keep parts up since the 70s, 80s. If someone needs a part, they will make it for them. As a company, we are huge on parts and not supporting anything like e-waste, things like that. If you buy something from Eheim, you'll be able to fix it and always keep it working.
Wow. That 3-year warranty is amazing. Now, while we're on the topic of warranty, you said that was straight across the board. Is that for anything that Eheim makes, or does it vary with different products?
No, that's for everything from the feeders to the heaters to the canister filters, all 3-year warranty.
Oh, that that is good. So when the tanks are brought over, it stands for the tanks also, 3-year warranty.
Yep, warranty on all the aquariums, and we will have all the parts in the US too.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about the auto refill, or maybe I'm not saying it right.
The auto feeder?
No, do you have like an ATO? Like, is it called an auto refill or something like that?
We have an ATO, but that is just in Europe right now. Yeah, that
Just
is
in
not
your
part of what I'm bringing over. Yeah, so mostly what I'm bringing over is we call them the digital products. So the heaters, I can talk about the auto feeder a little bit. Most people probably watching are already familiar with their auto feeder. It's kind of the most popular one anywhere. The new one, I mean, we'll still make that version and support it, but the new one, unlike that one, isn't battery powered. It has a physical plug, so plug into the wall, and that is Wi-Fi connectivity also. There's a tiny little scale with a microprocessor built into the new one, so it understands how much the feeder is half full, what it weighs, and it'll know what it weighs full. So as you use it, you'll get emails, when it's half full and when it's empty to remind you to refill it, which is really cool. Yeah.
that is really cool because we do forget in this hobby. Oh my gosh, we do forget. Now, I'm looking at your on the website and stuff earlier. You guys have power supplies. Is that something that's going to be brought over?
Yeah, so that's kind of with our LED lighting. All the LED lighting's coming to the US, all in different sizes. We have 4 types. We've got a freshwater fish only type light, a freshwater plant light, and then we have a marine light and a marine itanic. Like I said earlier, the company is big about parts and not having any sort of e-waste and being environmentally friendly. So all of our LEDs have a single waterproof connector on them, and those basically, so you buy one power supply, and then you could chain off as many LED strips as you want on the tank. You don't need to buy a separate power supply for each light. And then you could also integrate control that way. So we have a Wi-Fi controller that would just go in between the power supply and the light, or a manual timer too. And all of that's waterproof, sealed. I wish I had one of the connections with them, but they almost look like a wiring harness for a car. There's gaskets. It's completely sealed. So all of those, even though it's plugged into the electricity, if that all fell in the water, it's completely safe.
Oh wow! Seriously, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a very strong connector. Yeah, it's really nice.
Now, let's talk about the lights. Since you mentioned it, what sizes will those? I know they're not here yet, and they're coming though. What sizes of the lights do you have, or will you have?
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. I know them in metric sizes off the top of my head. So they'll be coming. So they are strip light style LED, and they're all completely sealed, all waterproof. And those will go from, I think, around 24 inches all the way up to at least the 36-inch ones in the United States.
Wow. Now, do you have any price points yet on these as they're coming in?
I do. I have a pretty big list, especially for LEDs. It just depends on the size because there's so many different sizes and combinations. But just to give everyone watching an idea, like those LED strip lights will average between $70 and $90 for the LED. One of the big products we're launching too is the UV sterilizers that were really, really popular in Japan. The people in the freshwater planet community have asked for. And those are really small, really efficient. They go in line, and like a UV sterilizer, for example, that'll work up to a 90-gallon aquarium will retail for about $150. So a really good price point on those.
That is good. And those are also on their way over?
Yep. Yep. All this is coming out at one time.
Wow. You're just going to dump it on the market, aren't you? Let's see. Someone said, can they be used in saltwater too?
The UVs? UV sterilizer, I guess?
Maybe
Yeah,
the UVs.
that's what they're asking, yeah. They
Yeah.
are aluminum built, and everything inside never actually touches the aluminum housing, so they can be fresh or saltwater, and they'll last basically forever.
Oh, that's awesome. Someone says, I need one for a 20-gallon. I don't know if you got them that goes down that small, not yet.
No, I mean, the smallest one we'll have is 350 watts, so that would be pretty overkill for a 20 gallon. But size wise, they're very compact. Um,
Yeah, they're
so
not. In looking at what I could see of them, I mean, they look very small, in size, like footprint or whatever you want to say that would take up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they're 8 to 10 inches in size for the small one. So for a full line UV, it's a really nice compact size. We got it that way. It's all aluminum housing, and it takes advantage of a reflective coating on the inside of the aluminum, so that bulb is being extremely bright to that water on the inside, and it makes it really pretty much one of the best efficient UVs we've ever tested. Yeah.
Now, on the subject of UVs, someone has asked, do the UV bulbs, are they warranted also?
The bulbs aren't warranty, but they do last about 12 months. And we did design it in mind to make that UV bulb really easy to replace. So we'll have two versions of the UV sterilizer coming out. There's a standard one and a Wi-Fi version as well. And if you buy the Wi-Fi version, it will send you an email when you need to change the bulb.
Wow. Man, yeah, you've got this covered for all of us that don't remember these things.
Yeah, I mean, the future is definitely just automation, so you can enjoy your fish tank and not have to work on it all the time. That's the goal, right? Even though everyone just
Right?
spends the time working on it.
Absolutely. That is amazing. Now, if you can just get some Wi-Fi to them filter socks, I'll be all right.
Well, we do have the Wi-Fi canister filters coming out, and those add some really cool functionality where I don't think any other canister filter on the market has it right now, where you can change the flow rate on the canister from the phone, and you can even create like pulsing action and things, features like that that were only available really in power heads, already built right into the canister. And for
Oh,
the auto feeder, for example, you can have them work in conjunction where, the pump will turn off on the canister filter when your fish food is dumped, and then turn back on right after.
oh no, that's just too cool. That is so cool. Bobby says I need a Wi-Fi Bluetooth crypto mining Bluetooth skipper. Yeah, really. Don't we all? That is amazing. Now we say that it's fixing to be here. This summer or a few weeks. Which we're approaching summer, y'all.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. We say that it's coming here, but this is products that is tried, tested, true. It's not something that you're just throwing on the market. This has been out, just not in the US, correct?
Yeah, so almost all the digital products have been in Europe for the past 34 years. And those UVs, just as an example, have been in Japan for quite a while and been the most popular one on the market. We just have to go through and, as you do with different countries, you have to go through and get certifications and make sure everything's up to standard and all the legal documents are done and everything for importation. So all of these are tried and true existing products that we're just bringing to the US for the first time. None of this is brand new. No one's a guinea pig. It all works and it all works really well. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, it's not something that y'all just created and here it is. It has been in work, in progress for quite a long time, I would imagine, correct?
Yeah, I mean, before the European release, it was 5 years in development before then. So almost a 8 to 10 year process on the engineering side.
Awesome. Now, someone has asked, are they smaller than the Aqua UV for the same size tank for saltwater?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Aqua UVs like in scale in person. I'm not sure, but if anyone's watching, by the way, I will be at Aquashella in May in Dallas, and I will have everything on display. So you can come look with it,
Ah,
play with everything, look at everything, get some better
awesome.
ideas of size and how it'll work in your tank.
It says is UL listed? No need for GFCI breakers.
Yeah, no, everything's a standard American plug right in the wall, no problem.
Awesome. Oh man, that's the stuff y'all have got coming out. Now is the Aqua Show in Dallas, is that going to be your first show for the year?
Well, I did restock in Denver last month. I guess that was only a month ago. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, Aquashell will be our big show. And I
Awesome.
guess it's the end of May already, which time flies. Yeah.
Duh.
So
So is
month and a half.
what other shows what can they find you at this year?
We will be doing pretty much all of the Aquashella shows this year. So there's one going to be in Daytona as well, if you can't make it out to Dallas. So we'll be there at the end of the year.
Oh, that is amazing. That is so cool. Now, the fact that you guys are automating everything, that just blows my mind. Is there anything that Eheim is currently working on that we can look for the future also?
Yeah. So we are just continuing off of that digital plan. So the next thing coming to that lineup will be a doser.
Oh, a doser is in the works.
Yep.
Wow. That is now is that being tested over there right now? The doser, is it already in progress over there, or it's just like we're really starting to work on it?
No, that's just engineers working on it currently. They're not for sale anywhere. They're not released. So, but with the digital lineup of products now coming to the US, those new products will launch in the US the same time as they do in Europe moving forward. So,
Oh, that is cool. So we're going to be on the up list then once those start coming out. We're going to get them when they do, right?
yeah, once we have that whole lineup of products here, there won't be a multi-year gap anymore. It'll all come out at the same time.
Right. But at least we know that, the stuff that is coming in this summer, which is really close, guys. Don't blink, it'll be here. But that stuff is not new. It has been tested. It has been sold over there, and it's been proven. So it's not like we're just dumping something new on the market and hoping it works.
Yeah, I mean, the heaters are a great example of that. The heaters are the thermo control heaters that everyone already has. There's just that Wi-Fi chip and receiver in that same heater. We're not
Now,
we're not
what is
changing the wheel. It works really well, so it's just adding new functionality to that.
right? What is the difference and the price difference? Do you know between just the regular Eheim heater and then the Wi-Fi controlled one?
Yeah, so between the thermo controls and with the Wi-Fi, what we call thermo control plus, those are about 15 to 20% more in cost,
Oh, that's
depending
not
on
bad
the
though.
size. Mhm.
No, I mean, and like you said, everything is going to controllability. I mean, that is, whether we like it or not, or old school reefers or whatever, that is basically what it's turning to.
Right. And what's great about Eheim as a company is even if you don't want that new Wi-Fi functionality, if you want to keep it simple, like the UVs are a great example of that. We're launching them in the US as non-Wi-Fi versions and Wi-Fi versions. So you can pick either. The heaters is what we're not going to just get rid of the old heaters. Those will always be
Right,
there. It's just an extra option if you
right,
want to be part of that hobby, if you want to do more cutting edge work and have some more automation.
right. Oh, for sure. And, I mean, everybody likes techie stuff, Us old people like me, it's hard to get used to the techie stuff. But it is fun anyway. And that part is fantastic. I love that. Um, let's see. Sorry if I missed this. Is there an Eheim app to control everything in one, or does it work with other apps? Go ahead and explain that.
Yeah, so there's no app at all. It is completely browser based. So you don't have to download anything, you don't have to install anything, you'll never have to run any software updates. You just scan the QR code on the device. On the heaters, for example, it's wrapped around the electrical plug. On the feeders, it's right inside the little the fish food hopper. So you're not going to lose it. That's going to fall out of the instruction manual or anything. It's attached to the product.
Perfect.
And when you scan the QR code, it'll pop up all of the adjustability right in your browser.
Amazing. Amazing. Now, say Mike asked, does the heater shut down when the thermostat sticks? Have you had that issue?
So the control unit and the actual heating element are separate. So if there's any issues within 2 degrees Celsius, it'll on let's say the Thermo Control Plus, it'll email you. If it's getting too hot and reaches above its temperature, it turns off.
Gotcha. Now, someone has said they're really looking for that climate-controlled contraption. Do you happen to have a price point on that?
Yeah, so I do. They are very expensive. That's going to be probably one of our most expensive products because you're
Okay.
basically buying a small refrigerator in terms of size. So the small one, for example, will end up retailing for around $1,400.
But I mean, that would do away with an extra heater, though, right? I mean, because that's going
Yeah,
to be your heater and your chiller.
right. It's everything. So for someone with a really large aquarium that really wants that peace of mind, that doesn't want to change things out seasonally, it was at reef stock, so a lot of people in Colorado don't want to switch over things from winter to summer, and you can just set that temperature and just leave it there. It's nice.
That is pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Let's see. You won't boil your fish if your heater sticks on. There you go. That's right. I mean, and that was always my thought. Was for having two heaters. If one, gets stuck on or one just quits working, it's not going to be, totally devastating to the tank. So, no, you're correct, Heather. Chillers aren't cheap, across the board. I've seen prices on some, and no, they are not cheap at all. And now the chiller will be able to be controlled via Wi-Fi.
Yep. Yep, all part of the same ecosystem. So if you want the temperature to go down to a certain level when you're feeding, for example, if you have the feeder and the chiller, you can do that. However you want to set it up. Interconnectivity between all of those devices.
That is amazing. Now we do have someone that is wanting to pop on real quick and for just a couple of minutes and tell you what they think about the Eheim heater. And there it is, our one and only Robert Kane.
How's it going?
How are you? It's good to see somebody from Eheim. I've been a big fan of Eheim for the longest time. I've had their canister filters. I have heaters that may be older than you. I don't know. They're pretty old. They're about I have some that are about 30 years old, and they still work. I was told the heater lasts about a year. Not with Eheim, man. They last a long time. And I started using them when I was started breeding clownfish because the babies don't really tolerate a big fluctuation in temperature. And like you said, 2 degrees Celsius. That's it. That's not much at all. The heaters I've used in the past, they had a big swing, probably 4 degrees Celsius swing, which is too much for babies. But I have to say these are, without a doubt, the best heaters and the best equipment. Eheim is the gold standard of equipment. I didn't know you had all that other stuff. Had I known, I would have an Eheim fish tank, an Eheim skimmer, Eheim lights, all that stuff. But here, let me just show you real quick.
Yeah.
If I can. I don't know if I can. How do I turn the camera? I don't know. Hold on. I have no idea.
There you
There we
go.
go.
There you go. Yep.
You remember those heaters, right? With the little pop
Yeah.
top on them?
The classic
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And this one here, now I have a question for you real quick because I'm having a hard time calibrating this heater. Now, I can take it right out of the water, it doesn't matter. The calibration on this heater, for some reason, it's at 84 degrees right now, or 83 degrees right now. I tried to calibrate it, but this little knob only goes so far, and it stops. It won't go to 84. Do you know why that might be?
Maybe it's
It
just stuck.
stops right.
It should spin. I mean, that's what that whole knob is. That's for calibration. I mean, that's what.
Yeah, it seems like it's at the end of its end of the rope here.
Where is it?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, about 83.
Yeah, the temperature's at 83. That's about where I keep it for baby tanks. But for some reason, I can't seem to move that. I'll play with it. But man, these heaters are without a doubt, the best heaters ever. I've always promoted your product, and I've told everyone about them, about the heaters. had I known about the other products as well, I'd have no problem promoting them as well. So yeah, there is no comparison. They are the gold standard without a doubt.
Yeah,
And
Absolutely.
Diane, thank you for having me on.
absolutely. Thank you so much for showing everyone that. It's great to
And
see.
that's how I learned or heard about Eheim heaters. Was Robert singing the praises of it. Everybody always asks, what kind of heater do you use or what should I get? And he has always said Eheim because he's had, like he said, he's got some 25 plus years old and they're still working. So that is definitely, like you said, Robert, the gold standard.
Absolutely. I was sold heaters last year, and you know what? Most of them do. About a year. That's all you get out of them, not the Eheims. Again, I've had some that are almost as old as you, Diane.
Oh God, I don't think they were making them back then, Robert.
I've been using Eheim's equipment since the early 70s. I don't know about the stuff back in 1949. I'm not that old, but yeah.
Yeah,
Very high quality product. I just wanted to come on and let everybody know, that is the way to go, without a doubt. There's nothing. I hear people using titanium heaters now. Eheim has a titanium heater now, I understand.
no titanium heater.
Oh.
It's the thermal control
okay,
heater
okay.
that's with Wi-Fi functionality.
Right. Yeah. One quick question before I get off. I want to let you guys continue on with your live here, but is your website eheim.com? Is
Yep.
that it?
Yep, that's it.
I'm gonna go right now and look at all that stuff and see what I can get.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming soon for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You will see a lot of,
pleasure.
yeah, you will see a lot of stuff on the website. Some of it is just not available in the U.S. yet. It is coming real soon. It is that close.
Yeah. If anyone
Very
watching
cool.
goes to the website, if you actually go to the Eheim Digital tab, everything in that section is what's coming to the United States.
Awesome.
That's great. Now, are you doing Reefer Palooza too, or just the Aquashillas?
Just Aquashella for now.
Okay, well, that's a good start. Yeah, absolutely, guys. I'm going to let you get back to your live. I'm enjoying every minute of it, and it was a pleasure talking to you. And Diane, thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you later, Robert.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you. You too. Okay, someone has asked, do you have a heater that would heat a 300-gallon tank?
You would probably want to run multiple 300-watt heaters. Yeah.
I still feel like the multiple is the way to go anyway. That's just me though. Anyway, that was Robert King. He does breed and raise clownfish, and he's very particular as far as the temperature goes, and the fluctuation. And he has absolutely 100% bragged about Eheim heaters since the day I met him. So that's one of your biggest and older fans right there is Robert. So let's see. Somebody says I run 2 300-watt on my 300-gallon. There you go. Now the 300 or the 300-watt are a little bit longer, and you said for the heat to get out to escape and to heat better. Do you happen to know off the top of your head, because I know one person is looking at the 300? Do you know the length of that off the top of your head for the 300?
Not off the top of not my head, but I do have some downstairs, so I can always afterwards kind of measure one out and post it in there for everyone to get the dimensions.
Gotcha. Now, it will say on the website, right? It'll have the length on the website, you think?
It will.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be a metric, but yes.
Okay. Well, we got Google, so we could.
Yeah, you have to do some math. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
When you work for a German company, I have to do the conversions all day, so.
Oh, I bet. You've learned the other way really good, I'm sure. Now, the auto feeders, what is the price point on the just the regular Eheim auto feeders versus the Wi-Fi controlled ones? Can you give us that?
Yeah, just to give you a rough percentage, because it'll vary a little bit, but that'll be about a 40% cost increase for the Wi-Fi one over the standard one. But it's also, like I said, not battery powered. That one can physically plug in. Plus, you're getting that little scale on the inside, so you're getting a little bit more functionality.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's not that you're discontinuing any of these.
No.
You guys are just adding to the products. You can still always get the regular, just plug it in, no Wi-Fi whatsoever. Because a lot of us are old school people, and we're not real techy. And sometimes that intimidates people, is like a Wi-Fi, or scanning a code or whatever. But you're not discontinuing or anything like that. And I love the fact that you guys are all about parts, and instead of just, oh, toss it out, we'll send you a new one. I'm all about the fact that you're trying to take care of everything else in this world also.
Yeah. I mean, I'll have to show you guys one day when I'm back at the office, but there is an entire multiple warehouse section in the factory with all of the molds for everything we've ever made. So if anyone needs a part, they can pull the mold and make the part if it's something we don't even have anymore. So there's multiple redundancies for parts. We say we guarantee for 10 years of service for keeping the part for the product you buy, but that's almost a minimum number.
Wow. That's amazing. I love that idea. Heather says, I'm confused. So you scan each item, but it's not not an app. How do you connect Y to Z?
Yeah, so it's all through your Wi-Fi network and through the browser. So your browser is almost acting like an app, but
Right.
you're just not downloading or installing anything. So you scan the QR code, it'll pop up with the device. You put in your password for your Wi-Fi network at home, and that's how it connects. And then through the browser, it knows that that's on your network, and then you have that device.
Okay, Ashley has brought up a good question here. Do you have to scan the code every time? Or once it is registered, you can just log in there and it's there?
Yeah. So two ways. If you don't want to register it,
Mhm.
you can just connect to it as a Wi-Fi network or scan the code. Or like I said, if you scan the code the first time through the setup, put in your Wi-Fi password, then you're just going to your portal on the browser, and that's it. You won't have to
Wow.
every time, but for whatever reason, if you move, change your Wi-Fi network, that QR code is still attached to the device, so you can reset it.
I like that stuff where it's attached to the device, because I'm probably one of the worst out there that, it comes in a box and it's got instructions, and you have no idea 2 years later what you've done with those instructions.
Especially with aquarium stuff. I mean, we all have so many things under the cabinet and so many different plugs. And it also is a kind of a nice way to label, almost labels which plug is your heater, because it's got the QR code sticker right on the plug. So
Right.
it
I
helps
mean,
me go, oh, that's the heater, and I just know right away.
right. I mean, that just makes it so much more sense, really, honestly, because, like, it's just crazy, because we'll put the boxes or the instructions under there, and then, I mean, when you need them, you're not going to find them,
Um,
but if the code is right there on the product, man, that's fantastic. I love that idea.
yeah, I've had so many boxes and instruction manuals ruined by salt. So
I'm like, oh, not going to be able to read that one.
yeah, disintegrates when you clean out the cabinet. Yeah.
Absolutely. I know it does. I'm so excited. Now, Bryan, will you possibly make a post when the stuff is in the US? Can you let us all on Tank Talk know, please?
Yeah, absolutely. If you live in the Northeast, it should be very soon, like as soon as the next couple of weeks. And I will be out there visiting all the local fish stores in the area, so they know about the products and stock them. And then I will make a few posts after that when the Central U.S. and the West Coast have them as well.
Awesome. Here's a good question. When our electric cuts out, and it will for me, will this reset itself with power and internet on its own? Or do you have to scan? We all lose electricity now and again.
Yeah, so I guess just using the heater as an example, once you set it to that temperature, unless you go back and change it, it's just going to remember that programming. So if you set it to 78.5, your power goes out, power comes back on, the heater's going to go right back to 78.5.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, if you lose power and the heater comes back on, I mean, you'll still, like, if you want to check it or change it or anything, you can just go to your app. You don't have to rescan the code again, correct?
Nope. It'll just reconnect to your Wi-Fi when the power comes back on, and just pull up the browser and go back into it.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I mean, who knew that Eheim had aquariums? Who knew that they had skimmers, pumps, lights, the chiller, the heater chiller combo? I mean, seriously, that is some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
And because, like I said, when you hear Eheim, that's the first thing you think of is heaters. But little did we know that they had all this other stuff. And guess what, guys? It is coming to the U.S. Some in as little as 2 weeks. Now, here's the big question. When it gets over here and it's in the U.S., do they order it off of eheim.com? Do you have reps? What do you do? How do we get a hold of it?
Yeah, so I'm launching everything in local fish stores. We think that's the way to do things correctly in the U.S. is support the local fish stores and help support hobbyists, and so those products will be released through the distributors that work with all of the local fish stores in the U.S. So
okay.
stop by your favorite little store and they'll have it in stock.
Awesome. So now, speaking of favorite little stores, we all know that mine is the Reefer Garden, which is my local place. So do they have to get set up as a distributor for Eheim, or how does that work? Because I'm checking for Ross.
Yeah. So that'll come through any of their existing big distributors they're already purchasing dry good products from.
Gotcha. All right. That is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, when we spoke earlier, or yesterday, whenever it was, you had an item that you're going to want to. I've got a wheel pulled up here with all the numbers on it for those that commented on the live. And let's see, someone says come to North Corals in California. Boy, I tell you what, we need to get a hold of our LFS and see what we can do about that. And I do hope that Ross and Tyler and I hope they're watching, because that would be something great for them to stop. Anyway, you've got some filters, I believe, correct? Is that right?
Some replacement filter pads.
Replacement filter pads. All right, guys, we are going to spin the wheel. Got the wheel up here, and everyone that commented on the promo ad does have their name up there, or their number up there on the wheel. So we are going to see who is going to win that. And it looks like number 36. Number 36 is going to win that. But don't go anywhere, guys. Number 36 is going to receive those replacement filters from Bryan. And as soon as we figure out who number 36 is, my admin will pull it up and he'll let me know who that is. And you'll get them sent out to him. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You're going to send them out yourself? Okay, great. As soon as we figure out who the winner is. Now, after the live, I will also post the winner of the replacement filters. And I'll put you in contact with them so they will know how to receive them. So, but don't go anywhere, guys, because yeah, Barbara says no whammies. That's his line. That's right. But don't go anywhere. I know you have a flight, correct?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Nicole Kahn. I'm going to write her name down, and I will put you in touch with her.
Congratulations.
Or with them, and let you know how to ship that out to them. I'm going to thank you very much for joining us. But guys, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to let Bryan get on to his flight. I don't want him to miss it or be late. And I've got a couple of things that I want to give away also, so you don't want to go anywhere. Bryan, thank you so much for joining us. Not only did did we all knew Eheim had heaters, and apparently the good heaters, the ones that last 25 plus years. But little did we know that they have aquariums, they have skimmers, they have hang-on filters, they have canisters, they have all chillers, all this good stuff, and lights and pumps. I mean, just all sorts of things. Thank you for bringing that to light to us. And guys, do keep in mind that what you are looking at on the website, there's some items that is going to take a little bit of time to get here. He said we can expect some of the first ones within the next couple of weeks. And that is just going to be absolutely amazing. I know there's going to be a lot of people popping over there and checking it out. And I'm extremely excited to see all the new technology that's coming out, because it is changing the hobby. It is making a difference and making it easier for us so we can enjoy these beauties instead of, constantly working with them. And so, man, I appreciate you so very much for coming on here and doing that. That is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. And if anyone's going to be at Aquashella, please stop by and say hello.
Absolutely. Aquashella, he will be there. And don't forget to check out the website. The website's been dropped in the comments. And I guess, let me ask you, the link that you sent me earlier, I can share that with the page. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is the direct page for all of the digital products.
Gotcha. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I will do that after the live, and I will post the winner, and I will get you in contact with them.
Great.
Thank you, Bryan, so very much for coming on and sharing all the new stuff that's coming out. And be sure to keep us updated when it lands.
I'll do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You have a safe flight.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight. Bryan has offered up a lot of great knowledge as far as the new products coming out, the things that Eheim are doing, that Eheim is doing. And I don't know if we mentioned it or not. I had it in my notes, but he said globally, they are the biggest tank manufacturer globally. So that was very interesting news. And one thing that we talked about earlier, he and I did, was that there is a pump in an aquarium overseas, an Eheim pump that has been running, I think he said, since the 50s, and it's still working. So that is absolutely amazing. And so, guys, what I wanted to do was, I was extremely excited about us hitting 5K today. And I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for all of you that hops on here every week and listens to what I have to say and interacts, and for all of you that invite and share the page and all that stuff. It is just amazing, and I wouldn't be sitting here doing it if it wasn't for you. So it is today that I would like to give back just a little bit more. I do have, I don't know if you've seen the reel earlier, but I do have t-shirts, and we all know that I have sticker packs. So we're gonna do 3 t-shirt and sticker packs, and it's an extra little thank you for what you guys do for me, this page, Chad Walton, and Travis. So here we go, guys. This is for a t-shirt and a sticker pack. The winners will be posted after the live, and it looks like it is going to be number 9. Let's hope that number 9 is watching. And I will say this, yes, it has been an extremely big day for Tank Talk. Not only did we hit 5K followers, but guys, we uh, we were also shared on Ecotech Marine on Instagram and their Facebook. So please go check that out. And if you haven't seen it yet, and please go check that out. It's been just an amazing day. And I know 5,000 people. It is insane. It is just insanity, really. When I started this page, it was just started on a whim. And it's like if I get 100 people to hang out with me once, say hi once in a while, that's going to be fantastic. Little did I know, less than 1 year later, Mike Cooper has won a Tank Talk with Tan t-shirt and sticker pack. Congratulations, number 9, which is Mike Cooper. Little did I know that less than 1 year later, that we would be sitting here with 5,000 members. And here we are. And like I said, it is absolutely all thanks to you guys. This is for yet another sticker pack and t-shirt. That's correct, Ashley. Number 3. I always smile when number 3 comes up. It's just my number. Number 3. Congratulations, number 3. Yes, you are correct, Ashley. The best things happen by chance. That is true. And we're all connected through one way or another. We found each other one way or another. But I think we found each other because we were supposed to. And Shelly Carter Flores is number 3. Congratulations, Shelly. She is going to get a t-shirt and sticker pack from me. Now I'm going to remove that, and we're going to do one more. We are going to do one more t-shirt and sticker pack because, guys, we have got a big birthday bash coming up. Number 28. Congratulations, number 28. Shelly Carter Flores says, pay it forward. We can do that. Number 28. Now, while Chad is looking to see who number 28 is, you have a day. That's right. Shelly was our winner of the swag pack at Christmas, so she has a lot of t-shirts, and including one of them is a Tank Talk shirt. So Andy Martin, congratulations. You are going to be the winner of a t-shirt and sticker pack. Guys, I want you to know we need to spend one more time. I do want you to know you're off the naughty list, Andy. That's right. Look at you go. I will need you guys, you winners, to private message me with your address. Number 31. There's a number 3 in there. Number 31. I do want to tell you guys, Mike said pay it forward. We got some really sweet people in here, so we're still going to have to spin that wheel again. So, guys, don't go anywhere. I just want to thank you so very much for everything that you've done. And just to let you know that Jennifer Bieber, I'm writing these down so I don't have to message Chad after a while. Jennifer Bieber, number 31. You are the winner of a t-shirt and sticker pack. Now we're going to spin again because Mike Cooper is also paying it forward, because I do happen to know he does have a t-shirt and stickers already from Tan or from Tank Talk. Here we go, guys. Number 43. While Chad is looking that up, I do want to tell you about our birthday bash. Are you going to be surprised? You sure are. Are you going to be surprised at what we're doing? I guarantee you are going to be surprised. Is it going to be fantastic? It sure is. Because you know what, guys? It's going to be similar to our 25 days of Christmas, only we're narrowing it down. We're narrowing it down to 11 days. We're starting on the 4th, which is our birthday, and we're ending it on the 14th. And we will have lives every day. And there will, hey Sarah, there will be prizes. Prizes. Did you hear that? Prizes. I didn't say a prize. I said there will be prizes every day. No, I'm not a fooling, Bobby. We're going to take care of that on April 1st and April 4th. We're getting down to business. And it's going to be amazing. It is just absolutely going to be amazing. So party at Diane's house. There you go. Actually, we are partnering up with someone else that has a birthday, their first birthday, which is Dinkins Aquatic Gardens. Our birthday is on the 4th. Their birthday is on the 14th. So we decided we're so close together, we're just going to combine them two, and it's going to be a big blowout. You guys are going to be extremely excited about what is coming up. And it's going to be fantastic. Let me just say that, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. The details are going to be released very soon. Because you know what? 1 week from tonight is April 4th. Yep. We are Dinkins. You never heard of them. Are you living under one of those live rocks, Bobby? I know you've heard of them. Let me see if I was talking and not paying attention, and I don't know if Chad dropped who number 43 was or not. But I will get with him and we'll figure it out. And you're waiting for your first shipment from Dinkins, first ever shipment. Well, I can promise you it's going to be big. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. And because they've got fantastic products. And man, oh, Christy, okay, I got you. I was talking. I didn't pay any attention. I'm writing it down now, though, Chad. Thank you so very much. So you guys are going to want to private message me with your address and shirt size. And we'll see what we got for you. I do know I have shirts. Anyway, we are teaming up with the Dinkins, and you know what the Dinkins bring to the table. You know what we did with the 25 days of Christmas. You guys combine that. Let's figure this out, because we've got 11 days of lives, 11 days straight in a row. You're going to get to see us, and you're not going to want to miss it. You don't want your buddies to miss it either, because it's going to be great. And we have a primary sponsor. I'll say that's going to sponsor all 11 days. That's just one of them. Who else is going to be sponsoring? Gotta wait to find out. Watch for the details coming soon. We will get with you, and we're going to let you know all the details. And you're going to be excited. You're going to be excited. Did we hit 5K? Does that stop there? No, it doesn't. We're moving on. We're moving up. We're moving forward, and that's what we're going to do. And absolutely. I wouldn't be here, like I said, without you guys. It's every single one of you guys that makes this page what it is. Anyway, you guys take care. Have you a wonderful evening. Watch for the birthday bash drop. And congratulations to all of our winners tonight. Love you too, Bobby. You guys are fantastic. You make it all worthwhile. And we do what we do because of you guys. Have a wonderful evening. And I will 100% definitely see you guys, all of you, next week. Watch for the drop. Love y'all.